what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode, I guess you could say. We're putting the bike back together slowly, one piece at a time. I did take the subframe apart the other day to try and test fit the under tray. I am missing a part right here, so gotta wait for that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start picking parts and putting them on the bike. I'm growing like a little winter beard here, a little Santa Claus beard. Yeah, let's get to it. Start putting some parts on. Alright, so I'm up here sitting on the bike. Got the Woodcraft clip-ons on. And there's no real alignment mark for these. You just kind of sit up here and move them based on how they feel. So a lot of times I end up putting them to that way. And then when I compare them to other bikes or my other bikes, and I hop back on them, I notice they're too far upright. So with these, I'm looking at the bolt and this mark in the clip-on and just kind of try and eyeball it. Once I start riding it, I'll probably adjust it. It's a real easy, just loosen these bolts and tighten them again. So I think that's pretty good. Sit back more. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think they might be too inward right now, but we shall see. Yeah, everything looks good. Tighten them up. I got some stuff right here. This is the undertail tray, regulator, some handlebar stuff. I got some brand new rear sets and steering dampener and much more. So let's get to it. Okay, so I got a freshly powder coated clutch master cylinder here. I took it apart. This piston was inside and pretty much stuck there. I had to really hammer it out, and it was all corroded in there and really nasty and dusty and dirty. It was open to atmosphere for a while, I guess. So I powder coated it. I did not find new seals. These seals are not hard or anything, they're still rubbery, so I'm just going to use those seals again. All the original parts except for the cup. The cup broke off, so I have a new cup here and gasket as well. So I'm just going to show you guys how this goes back together, and then toss it onto the handlebars. Alright, so it's pretty easy. This piston is pretty much the main thing. Put some grease on there. It goes in this way. And then this snap ring holds it in. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Alright, and this is the boot thing that goes in there and seals it. Throw some grease on that.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Go. And this is where the clutch line goes. And then the lever. Alright, I'm gonna start working on some handlebar stuff. I got the brake lever, brake master cylinder, clutch master cylinder, clutch lever, some switches. I still have to put the throttle cables in the bike. I have a brand new cup for the brake fluid. Not clear though. That might be an issue. Maybe I'll stick to my original. This one is clear. I bought this brand new, but then I had this from another bike, so I'll just use this. Because this is not clear, it's white. Crazy. Alright, let's do it. Why does this look so stupid? I'm gonna go look at a picture. Okay, after a little bit of trial and error, I finally got that on. I don't think it comes pre-bent for this bike. It's just you bend it to where you want it. It's a really malleable piece there. Okay, that's done. Probably gonna take these off and powder coat them black. On to the clutch side. This is not gonna be my final tighten on this. Once I get everything up there and I'm sitting on it, I'll rearrange everything, like where the levers are sitting, the angle of everything. Even the bars, I still think the bars are not fully perfect yet. I have to ride it and sit on it to feel it. Okay, that looks awesome, all black there. It's all gonna work. I'm gonna take this little bracket off and powder coat it black as well. We got frame sparkle. Hey Coda, do you want me to help me put some parts on? Hey? Hey buddy? Hey? Do you want me to help you put some parts on? I'm gonna put the rear sets on. You wanna help me put the rear sets on? Hey? Alright, so I have some Bickle Racing rear sets. Bickle is a local guy to us in Southern Ontario. He designed these, I guess, and had them made. And if I fall or break something, he's got a pretty quick time frame to ship out a piece or the entire rear set if I need be. A lot of local racers use this guy, so thought I'd give them a try, throw them on, see how they feel. Alright, so those rear sets were a failed attempt. Looks like the kit he gave me is for a 03 to 13 CBR 1000, so where the master cylinder bolted up on the bike, it was a different spacing here, and then the little doohickey thing on the other side, the shifter pivot bracket, I don't see how that bolts up. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and pick up a new rear set kit off him for free. He said he'll give it to me, but in the meantime we got some rad hoses here, radiator or radiator hoses, or however you say it. I got the rad here with the rad fan. This wasn't spinning because one of these little arms were just touching the blades at the time. Yeah, I think the rad's okay. There's like a little dirty spot right here. I'm gonna throw it on the bike, see if it works. I don't know if it's leaking anywhere. This bike wasn't an accident, and seems to be okay, I think. So yeah, this kit, somewhat like the Samco kit, I guess you can get. You can see this piece here replaces that, so it gets rid of 3 connectors and that T, which is nice. And then same with this one, replaces that. I got to figure out this still, but I'm gonna toss this on the bike. I don't have the factory coolant bottle, so I'm just gonna run one of these. I like to put these on all my bikes actually. It's this little Motion Pro bottle. You zip tie it to wherever you want. You can go right through the rad fins, or you can zip tie it onto the frame or whatever. I actually have this on all my bikes. I love it. Alright, let's get to it. Let's try and put these on. I think it's gonna look cool with the red. Yeah. Let me show you guys something. So originally I had this little nipple blocked off. It was part of the driven block off plates, and I'm like, oh, maybe this just goes here. But then I realized after, this is actually a vent for the actual like crank case, so it comes up all the way from the bottom to here to vent to atmosphere. So this has to be open, it can't be blocked off. You guys saw it in my, I think, 2nd or 3rd video. Maybe you caught it, maybe you didn't. But I'm going to take the opportunity to now use one of these hoses that is a spare, I guess. I don't see where it goes, so I'm going to use it and tuck it down the side there like that, and let it just vent to atmosphere down here. And then that plug that comes in the driven kit is supposed to go on the airbox, so you don't have a hole now sucking in air to the airbox. Alright, I got the radiator hose kit on. This is just an eBay kit. I didn't want to fork out the like $400 or $500 for a Samco kit when this is like the same shit. The only thing is, the ones inside here don't come in a kit. So this piece, and then this piece down here. And then there's a little nipple on this side that's going to connect to something right here that's on the actual throttle body assembly itself, and then that's it. I do have some leftover pieces. I think this one's for the overflow bottle, and maybe, yeah, I don't know. I already used one of them too. I'm not sure where those are. So, where can we mount this to? Okay, I got the Motion Pro overflow bottle rigged up. I'm kind of partial on the location. I just have it wedged up against the frame of the fan. So, wrapped around the main frame. This is kind of the only spot I can think of that's not right here. I want to be right here, but it's just so close to the exhaust. And the radiator itself creates heat. It's okay. This bottle is designed to go there, and actually on my other bike it is there. On my other two bikes it is there. So I'm gonna try here. I was thinking down here, but I wasn't sure if there was a fairing or here yet that kind of wraps down and around, because I know this is hidden, you can't see it, but then this is open. So I think there's a fairing that comes right here. We shall see. I'll test it out. I can always move it. We'll see. So I drove down to Bickle's place and picked up a set of rear sets off them. I'm hoping these ones are gonna work. They're for a CBR 600, so 2008 all the way up to 2017, which I believe is the same as 04 to 07 CBR 1000. The 04 to 07 CBR 1000 shares a lot of similarities to the CBR 600, all the way up to like 17 or 18 whenever they stopped making it. The undertail exhaust, the rear sets, master cylinder, a lot of clip-on components and stuff like that. Similar bird cage, radiators. Yeah, it's a very similar bike. The swing arm I think looks the same. So it's one of my favorite years of CBR 1000. That's why I'm kind of tackling this project, because it's kind of like my dream bike since I was little and got into the bike scene and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, so there's no real instructions. There's just this diagram. Mr. Bickle himself told me that these are made in the same factory as Sato Racing rear sets. So they're pretty much Sato Racing rear sets. Sato. So I'm gonna unbox them here. It's a little bit of a puzzle. So let's see if we can put it together. Okay, the brake side is on. It looks amazing and fits perfect. Yeah, that was real easy. You know, I didn't really look at the instructions or anything. Just trying to figure out bolts and whatever. The instructions do say to put a spacer there, so I did. Yeah, I think it looks amazing. Next one. Okay, so I got it built here, the left side shifter side. I'm a little confused about where this bracket goes. Not really showing. I might have to look up some videos or something. I think maybe because I modified that sprocket guard, I might have an issue here. Alright, so I'm pretty much done. Just gotta tighten down the lock nuts. But I was just realizing, so this has the ability to do GP shift. GP shift is instead of 1 down 5 up, it's 1 up 5 down. I believe the idea of it is that way you can just go up a gear while you're leaning over, so that way your toe is not hanging under here at severe lean angles, and you drag your toe while trying to shift up. All the racers prefer it. I've never really crossed over into that yet, even though I do track days. I don't race, I just do track days, so it saves me from every bike I'm hopping on to switch over to GP shift. So right now I think it is on GP shift, because if I go down, that goes up. Thinking, I don't know, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure which way this has to rotate for up or down, so I'll figure that out, and then it's just a quick swap from here to there for GP shift. So either this is stock or this is stock. Went on the Saddle Racing rear sets page and they're showing as this is stock. So yeah, I'll try that, see if it works. If not, I'll switch it to there. Yeah, so this kit didn't really come together the way it was supposed to. The CBR 600 has this plate. I'm not too sure where it bolts to. I think it somehow bolts to the sprocket guard here, but I still don't see the holes that line up. So it's supposed to sit like that. What I ended up using is just using this rocker arm like the Saddle Racing rear sets, and then one of the kits had an extra spacer for the other side that goes right here. So I just used a spacer from there behind this to move it away from the frame a bit, and it fits perfectly. They're on there. Everything is good. As you spin these arms, it adjusts the height of the toe, and then this one adjusts it as well, I guess. So just kind of playing with those, seeing where the height I want. Probably unscrew that a bit and probably pick it up more on this one. No, we'll go tighter. That looks good, but right there. Yeah, it's working pretty good. That's neutral. So we're just gonna lock down these lock nuts so that way these rods don't unthread anymore. Okay, so I got the rear sets on. This is the finished product. The only issue I'm gonna see here is the routing of my reservoir. I'm getting rid of the stock reservoir and I'm just gonna run a little tube. Usually I can zip tie it to something, so I'm gonna have to figure that out still. Brake side fit perfectly. You can see that activates the piston pretty good. Perfectly clearanced. Everything was good to go there. Lots of room. Coming around to the other side. The shifter side. All done. Really liking the look of these rear sets. I think it ties into this build really well. Again, I had the issue of just components, trying to line them up. But yeah, I got everything worked out and tight. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I think that wraps up this video. Probably bolt on some more parts in the next episode. I can only go so far until I got nothing left to do and I'm waiting on parts, or you know, just waiting on the warm weather to paint the bike. But I do have a lot to do. I picked up some used fairings off the internet that are pretty rough, and then I have some that came with the bike. I want OEM fairings. I don't want to buy a Chinese kit or something. So I'm going to fiberglass and fix the fairings that I can. So that being said, I got that video to create, fixing up the fairings and then maybe primering them. And then when the weather gets warmer, I'll paint them. I paint them myself, so I'll show you guys that process. So subscribe, stay tuned for that. These videos might be like cliffhangers until the final, but it's more detailed to show me putting the complete bike back together. If you have an interest in that, or if you have one of these bikes yourself. But in the end, it's gonna be nice to create a start to finish video. But yeah, I'm not there yet. Next video is probably gonna come out pretty quick, maybe next week. Do have some stuff I wanna bolt on right away here, so stay tuned for that. Thanks guys.